is a lot more than a white lie. It is a different sort of truth. A sprinkle of fairy dust that turns plastic dolls into talismans and teddy bears into totems. In short, into objects of wonder. Time went by. The 80s marched on with their madness of inglorious politics, horror films and synth music. And at some point, the harsh truth sank in. It was Mum and Dad who bought and brought me the presents. There was no magic involved, only a cold exchange of cash for goods. I don't remember when or how I learned that this was the case, perhaps because the discovery caused me such disappointment. The merciless light of reason had broken the spell, and Christmas would never be the same again. Don't get me wrong, I continue to like Christmas, and I still do. I enjoy the warmth, the coming together of family and friends, even with the seasonal feuds and fights and cutting remarks fueled by drink. Although I grumble and whine, as busy adults are required to do, I still have a good time, and I still get presents. But they are never quite as good as the ones I received as a child. How could they be? They don't come down the chimney anymore. I'm happy to be a functioning adult, and I would never want to be a child again. But when I'm feeling a bit down, when the going is getting tough on a cold night in February, I miss the crumbs in the empty glass. Sometimes, I'll admit, I miss Father Christmas. All of us experience a sense of wonder at some point in our lives. Perhaps you felt it when you gave your first kiss, when you grasped the perfectly balanced beauty of an equation, when you glimpsed the divine in the rose windows of Chartres Cathedral, when you poured your soul into a painting, when you surprised yourself by taking part in an orgy. Or was it when you went skydiving and then drummed until dawn? Whatever the circumstance that triggered the feeling, you were left speechless by this extraordinary world of ours. We speak different languages, cling to different ideas about politics and spirituality, even different notions of love, but a longing for wonder connects us all through space and time. The cabbie who slows down at night to look at the skyline over the Thames, the sage working towards his next reincarnation, the atheist sociologist. Amaze me, we ask of magicians, artists and writers. Make me wonder, make me wise, we ask of scientists, philosophers and gods. To survive is not enough, said Rogar Dana in a memorable episode of Star Trek The Next Generation. To simply exist is not enough. Our survival instinct might keep us going, but we need a sense of wonder to be fully alive. Your sense of wonder is the most powerful fuel you have. So what do you do when you have used it all up? On the 23rd of May 2016, I hit 35, and that night, as I blew out my candles, I realized that they covered the entire cake. I was now closer to middle age than childhood. By any reckoning, I didn't have a bad life, but neither was I happy. The thing is, I was stuck. I seemed unable to move things forward. Over the past few years, all my most exciting projects have been shot down like a sleepy row of sitting ducks. I was ready for new challenges, but no one seemed particularly eager to challenge me. I attributed my dissatisfaction in part, at least, to the political climate. The United Kingdom was at the time locked in a dismal debate about the pros and cons of remaining in or leaving the European Union. The referendum campaign was big on empty sloganizing and short on truth-based argument. A little fighting cock of a man who seemed to me to lack imagination, generosity, and any trace of intelligence was clocking up far too much airtime. But at least, I told myself, it would all soon be over. Britain, in that sensible, pragmatic way for which she is famous, would make the right decision, and life would go on as before. Summer 2016, I decided, was going to be great. For an Italian in London, waking up on the 24th of June 2016 was not great. Whatever the ultimate wisdom of leaving or remaining, I can confidently say that the morning after the referendum sucked. I had become a stranger overnight. The day was a blur of texts, phone calls and emails from my British friends expressing their solidarity, their horror, their love. One who had voted leave called to make it clear it was